So you've decided to come to Africa. You decided to move to Africa. This is how I believe you should choose your African country of choice. Remember, this is my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion, right? This is the African Jumpy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, give the video a like, leave a comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My returning subscribers, thank you for being here once more. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my video. Continue to like and share and support. Abari, let's get into it, right? So I believe that, my opinion, you look at your situation in life. Are you a retiree? Are you a nomad? You're going to be working, from home, online, actually. This is how I believe you want to do business. This is how I believe you should choose your African country of choice. You have your criteria, right? And you look at the country that is best suitable to you. Like in anything, guys, if you're buying a car, you research, you compare. You're buying a house, you look at the biggest purchase you'll make in your life to buy a house. You look at the school district, you look at transportation link, you look at all this kind of stuff that you sit down and you look at. You're buying appliances for home. You compare and you contrast and you make the best decision for you. Why, if you're going to disrupt your life, why don't we do the same thing? You have a responsibility to yourself. You have a responsibility to your family. Don't sit at home and look at a YouTube video that I'm doing, or look at a YouTube video that anyone is doing, and you say, oh my God, from the comfort of your home, I love Tanzania. Tanzania is beautiful. This guy is showing me all these beautiful things about Tanzania. Tanzania may not be for you. Ghana may not be for you. Kenya may not be for you. Uganda, Rwanda, they may not be for you. But when you contrast and you compare based upon your needs, you can make an informative decision. Salama. You can make an informative decision based on the information and the knowledge that you have acquired. Right? Do you have kids, young kids, that needs school, transportation, healthcare, housing, food, infrastructure, business opportunity? All of these things that you have to sit down and you have to compare. Which country gives me the best opportunity to live in Africa? What would it cost me to live in Ghana compared to what it will cost me to live in Tanzania? What would it cost me to live in Kenya compared to Uganda? What would it cost me to live in South Africa? How is the residency? What type of visa do I need? Where would my kids go to school? What's the cost of living? What's the cost of housing? What's the infrastructure like? Guys, you have to do these things. What type of budget do I need to live in Africa? Would I be able to obtain a residency? Do I have to leave the country at a certain time and re-enter? What's the cost of doing that? These are things that you have to know, and these are things that you have to do. Benjamin, habari ya asubuhi. Yeah? Selling kuku. Hey, kuku. Ah, okay. Not today. Baadaye, yeah? This is my friend on the bicycle. He sells chicken. Fresh chicken. He goes about every day. He gets like chicken from the farm. He goes about and sell them. Young guys in my neighborhood. Yes, guys. So these are the things that you have to know, so that you'll have a better landing, you'll have a better stay, you'll be able to prepare better. You may love Tanzania, like I said in many videos prior. You may love Tanzania, but Tanzania may not be the best place for you based upon your economic condition. Tanzania may not be the best place for you to do business. It is not easy to do business in Tanzania. It is not easy to set up a business here. It is not easy. Other countries might be easier. So although you love Tanzania, but Tanzania is not right for you. Have you ever been in love with someone, but that person is not right for you? But you love this person, but they're not right for you. And this is where you make an adult decision. This is where you're able to make a more informative decision. When you have all the information, you can compare and you can contrast. Tanzania is peaceful. Tanzania offers me safety, but based upon the expense, I cannot live in Tanzania. Uganda might be the best option for me. Kenya might be the best option for me. Nigeria. A lot of us overlook Nigeria. Even me, I overlook Nigeria. To be honest with you, as you guys know, like I said before, Nigeria was my first choice. Nigeria was the top of the list when I thought about Africa. Nigeria. But because of safety issue, I discard Nigeria because honestly, I wanted to be in West Africa. East Africa was not on my radar at all. I wanted to be in West Africa. But the only country in West Africa that I thought gave me the peace and the safety that I need was Ghana. And I did not want to go to Ghana. So Nigeria was my next option. But because of Nigeria, let me rephrase what I'm saying. Nigeria was my first option. But because of the safety of Nigeria and me wanting to be in West Africa, I said, okay, Ghana. I'm going to go to Ghana. But then I sat and I thought about it and I said, man. And on the last minute, I changed from Ghana and I started to look to East Africa. Rwanda, Tanzania. By the process of elimination, I chose Tanzania. And I started coming here. And I fell in love with this place. And I decided to move here. So these are the things that you must sit down and you must compare. There are 52 countries in Africa. But we tend to gravitate to a few countries in Africa. Côte d'Ivoire, that most of us don't even look at, is a beautiful country. Yeah? Gabon. But for me personally, I was able to eliminate all the Francophone African countries. For me, I was not willing to come to Africa, whereby I had to learn another colonial language to get by. So for that reason, I discard all of the Francophone countries. And you know, many of us who are the descendants of the enslaved, a lot of our ancestors came from what is now Gabon, Côte d'Ivoire, all of those like type of Francophone countries. A lot of our ancestors came from that region. Right, guys? So I'm doing this to inform you. I'm doing this to educate you. I'm doing this to prepare you so that if you are coming to Africa, you'll be able to sit down and then we will not go up on YouTube and make ourselves look foolish to the world that we who claim to be from this land cannot settle in Africa peacefully. Others are settling in Africa and they're enjoying. I see them. I travel all over. I see them. You don't take my word for it. Many of us who are here can attest to that. There are a lot of Chinese, a lot of Indians, a lot of Arab, a lot of white people here. They are settling, but we are like we have an itch that we cannot settle. We cannot find peace. We cannot find comfort. If you, who are the descendants of Africans, cannot come to Africa and settle in Africa peacefully, then something is fundamentally wrong. You understand? We should be able to come here and fit in here. So that's why I'm on this mission. And that's why I'm talking about this topic. Because it pains me when our people come here and we cannot find peace in our ancestral homeland. If you cannot find peace in your ancestral homeland, you'll find peace nowhere on this earth. Nowhere on this earth will you be able to find peace. So you made up your mind, you want to come to Africa, you're moving your family to Africa. Sit down with a pen and paper. Do your research, go online, do your research on the countries that you are gravitating to. Contact the embassy of that country. Ask them. They will either send you a documentation in the mail, like I said before, or they'll send you a link. You go online, guys, you research. You have those information at your fingertip. And you eliminate countries that are not favorable to you based on transportation, housing, healthcare, schools, all the stuff that I mentioned previously. So when you come to Africa, you'll know what it takes to be here, and you know what it takes to enjoy being in Africa. This is the African Jumbie. Continue streaming with me as I bring you informative content, I believe. Of how I think you should move to Africa. Peace and love. Bye for now.